It's the afternoon of January 29. I am facing west. This is the garage loft, and you can see the roof line, well, the ceiling line that we have. I believe this is like 8.5 feet tall. And if I pan and pivot, we are at the very beginning and looking down. This is the stairwell that I'm going to be installing some type of lift system. I'm going to walk around this stairwell and face east, and this is what we call Grant's Pass. This is an attic truss pass-through that we decided to do at kind of the last minute, so there's an easy way to get outside. And I am currently just stepping down. There is a step down because the ceilings still align. All the top plates in the lower part of this last build, they're all the same, except the floor joists for this loft are 11 7/8 LVLs with 1 1/8 inch ply, and the top chord of these trusses is 5.5 inches, so you can see the reason for the step. If I continue onward, looking down, we're looking into the mechanical room. Pivoting the other way, I'm looking down into the mud room. Heading back east, this is probably about, I don't know, maybe 14 inches. There's about a 14-inch step onto a relatively flat roof. The popped up area that we see right in front, that is this area right here. Should be the dining room, and over here, this is the living room. And the space right down in front, this would be west of that. So this is where the kitchen is, right in this area right here. And then this is no longer used, but this is that mechanical laundry space that we used to use for laundry. Here is the carport, and it is flat. I mean, really flat. There are a couple surface drains. Here's one, and then over here, there's another little surface drain. I am walking to the very edge of the carport, and if we notice, there is about a 6 or 7 foot overhang. It gives us a little bit of shade. And if we notice, there's probably 2.5 feet between the carport and this pop-up. I can give you better dimensions later. Looking back towards the west, of course, this area right here, that is the garage loft, and the space where Grant's Pass comes back out, well, pretty obvious. So as I mentioned in an email, the green room, which is this space right here, is the only place that has a pop-up, and that's because this is not just one, this is not a roof truss. I think that we use 2x4s of all things as the top chord for, you know, the roof, and then there's just some pieces of, I actually don't know what size they are. I haven't done the sheetrock on it, so I'm afraid to even look. That's coming out this year anyway. So our wing has an interesting shape, but I told when we were ending our build, I said I don't want to extend into the old part of the house, so we just cut it flat off. So even though the trusses are at 45 degrees to here, that would be this wall plane right here. They all just stop right at where the wall, you know, down below. I think this is 2 feet in from, or I guess you could say it is the back of that pop out area by where the fireplace and the cabinets are. This lower level here has a very subtle pitch heading south, and that's because the roofer threw a couple panels of, I don't know what that fibery material is. You can actually see the seam right here, and I think there's another seam in this area, and so it's more like a shelf. But you can see it's flat. There is stagnant water on the top. So, well, hopefully that gives you a little better idea of what the front side of this building should look like. And I realize this is temporary, but I think, actually I don't have any dimensions right now. I did not finish this up. This is about where I ended before the weather started. I have waterproofed it. The roofing's down on the ground, so fortunately we don't get any water. But sorry, backing up, just to give you an idea of, and maybe I should jump over the top so you can see. This is the wing, this is the 812 pitch, and then this is, I don't know, I think it's like 5.6. You know, when you have different roof geometries, you make it work. So, and this is 612. So I wish there was a way to zoom out just a little bit. And this is the garage project that we're just finishing. That's it.